哇，
Today, we are heading to a mystical fairy mountain rising from the sea, Mount Laoshan, located in the northern part of Qingdao. Its main peak is actually the highest point along China's entire coastline.
我来说3个一定要来崂山的原因。第一，崂山是中国海岸线的最高峰，它这个主峰巨峰高达1100多米。第二个原因是因为它历史非常悠久，秦始皇当时要去寻找那个长生不老药，他就来崂山巡视过，所以崂山的命名是秦始皇命名的。2000多年前，这座山就叫崂山。最后一个原因是，如果你对道教有兴趣，崂山是全真派的发源地。据说当年全真妻子都在这里面修行，然后丘处机还多次在这里讲学，所以这是为什么你来青岛的话，一定要来崂山看一看。
We stayed in Huangdao District, a newly developed area of Qingdao. Although it's a bit of a distance from the city center, you actually have to cross Jiuzhou Bay to get there. I chose this area because the hotels here are newer and offer great value for money. I often get comments asking about the hotels I stay at, so here's a little China travel tip for booking accommodations. When browsing hotels or guest houses online, always check their opening date in the hotel info section. If it's opened within the last couple of years, chances are rooms are modern, the facilities are fresh, and the design is up to a higher standard. Combine that with reviews from past guests, and you are much less likely to end up in a disappointing stay. To reach Laoshan from Huangdao, we could have driven north straight through the city center, but we chose a more exciting route, crossing the Jiuzhou Bay Bridge. This massive sea bridge is one of the longest cross-sea bridges in the world, stretching over 40 kilometers. It's an engineering marvel with cutting-edge design innovations that allow 10,000-ton vessels to pass, while also ensuring the bridge's structural balance. Impressively, it was built with green infrastructure principles in mind, minimizing its impact on Jiuzhou Bay's ecosystem. With a planned lifespan of 100 years, this bridge is truly iconic. Driving across it today, I couldn't help but feel thrilled and amazed by this incredible feat of engineering.
Wow, 太飒了。
飒了，接我碗大酒。
After entering the Laoshan scenic area, we hopped on a shuttle bus and made our first stop at Taiqing Palace, famously known as the second most important Taoist temple complex in China. Laoshan sits right on the coast of the Yellow Sea, and thanks to its unique location, it's often shrouded in mist. In ancient times, people saw this towering granite mountain rising into the clouds, wrapped in fog like a fairyland, and believed it was filled with spiritual energy, a perfect place to seek enlightenment and immortality. Back in 140 BCE during the Han Dynasty, a Taoist priest named Zhang Lianfu built Taiqing Palace at the foot of Laojun Peak and planted a cypress tree. Incredibly, this ancient tree has survived through more than 2 millennia, over 2,160 years old today. Since then, Taoism has flourished in Laoshan, making it a spiritual landmark renowned across China.
这棵大榆树有多大？这么大的一棵大榆树，它叫龙头榆，它长得像一个龙一样。这就是那棵1000多年的大榆树。摸一摸龙头榆，健康长寿。1200年的大树啊！这是崂山的绿石做的，绿石龟，摸一摸富贵，小龟龟。
Thanks to the spread of Taoism and its mystical practice among the people, many famous tales and legends are set right here in Laoshan. The renowned Qing Dynasty writer Pu Songling, known for his collection Strange Tales from a Chinese Studio, wrote stories like The Taoist of Laoshan and the Flower Spirit Fairy that take place in these very mountains. These enchanting tales capture the imagination of generations, and to this day, countless visitors come to Laoshan, eager to experience the magic for themselves. Next, we took another shuttle bus to Yangkou, one of the core scenic areas of Laoshan, famous as a Taoist sanctuary and for its breathtaking mountain and sea views. From here, a cable car took us up to a mountain ridge, where we were greeted by sweeping views of the shimmering Yellow Sea. On the cliffs nearby is the famous Shouzi Peak. Its rock face carved with nearly 100 different styles of the Chinese character Shou, meaning longevity. From this point, there's still a bit of a hike left to reach the summit, and I'm sure the views from the very top will be even more spectacular.
So 所以这个羊口景区呢，就是你可以爬到这个山的比较高的位置，然后去俯瞰，整个沿海的这个海岸线，然后可以看到山里面的这些奇石啊，然后很特别的风景吧，因为毕竟是海岸线里面拔地而起的一座山，所以还可以来到山上看一看。看看天苑上面看到的风景。 这就是阳口的最顶峰天苑。
After saying goodbye to this 1,000-year-old Taoist mountain, we headed back to the city. Tonight, I'm taking you to one of Qingdao's most famous seafood restaurants. And get this, even at 9:30 p.m., there was still a line of hungry diners waiting for a table.
现在是晚上9点21。
60，请您用餐。
这么多人吗？我们3位。
A160，
还要等吗？要等啊。
The wait was getting a bit boring. Let's take a peek at what's on their menu.
面包蟹，哇，大龙虾，大螃蟹，鳗鱼，全都是鲜活的海鲜，皮皮虾、蛤蜊。这是石斑鱼，
这边啊，就这个啊，好嘞。
刚出锅的武大郎烧饼，这个叫白菜拌海蜇，超好吃，一定要吃这个白菜拌海蜇，我特爱吃。
这个好吃。
好吃。
那个羊串儿。
羊串，他们家什么菜我觉得都挺好吃，家常烧鱼，海鲜，家常烧海鲜。
一切顺利。
顺利。现在是这个时间，正好是青岛啤酒节，所以喝一杯青岛啤酒。这个啤酒也好喝，原浆的。
Alright, that's it for today's episode. Thanks so much for watching my video and for following along. Let's wrap up this vlog with a shot of the beautiful Coral Shell Bridge right next to my hotel.